Hello and welcome to Culture Shock here on Fullerton College Television. My name is Julian and here with me today is Brennan Benoit. Hello, how's it going, Brennan?
Good, how are you?
I know Brennan and I have been talking quite a bit before the cameras started rolling. Brennan, you are a theater individual.
I am.
You are a thespian.
A thespian, as they call it, yes.
What have been some of your experiences there?
I grew up doing, in high school I did a bunch of straight plays. And,
A bunch of straight
went
plays?
into musicals,
Okay.
yes.
What got you into that?
I don't really know. I think when I was younger, I've always just wanted to perform. I was such like a charismatic child, and my parents were always like, you know, shut up, like we're talking. But so they felt like putting me into theater probably was the best fit to get that outlet.
Would you label yourself as an extrovert then?
More so, I think when I was younger. I think I've become more of an introvert as I've gotten older. But yes,
tempered. You know.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Now that you've seen what's out there, you need to retreat now.
Yeah.
Okay. So what have been some of your favorite on-stage experiences?
Ooh. My favorite, I would say, when I got into college, I auditioned for the musical Hairspray, and it was my favorite musical. I always wanted to do it, and when I auditioned, I was like, I'm not gonna get it. This is my first production, and I'll just be happy to be a treat. I don't care. But then I got my dream role as Link Larkin, and I was like, you know, it was like a life-changing experience.
How were the interactions with the rest of the cast?
Oh, it was like my favorite cast by far.
Nice.
So hopefully none of the other casts are watching.
Got a lot of synergy going.
Yes, for sure.
Awesome. All right. Well, Hairspray is a musical. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
I'm not that well versed.
It is. Yeah.
But so you do musicals and
I do.
Okay, so you're a musical person.
I am very.
You mentioned you make your own music.
I do make my own music.
Okay.
Yes, I
and
write. Yeah.
How would you describe your music?
I'm
looking at your Spotify page. What to say there?
Yes,
what do we got?
I mean, surprisingly, I think it's a little different compared to like the theater stuff that I do. I would describe it more as like pop and rock and R&B, like that. Okay. More modern, I would say, not as theatrical. Yeah, I think being in theater has helped me musically in the other genres.
So help you musically. Do you write the music? Do you play an instrument?
I don't play any instruments, but I do write lyrics and stuff to other people's music and all that. Yeah. Nice. Yeah.
Awesome. So who do you collaborate with on this?
I'm weird, and I look up random people on YouTube who make beats and all that stuff. So I write to them and ask like, oh hey, like can I write lyrics to this, and you know, and we put it together.
So you already put yourself in an advantage. You got networking there and collaboration.
I guess, yeah.
Wow, Brennan is just you're just full of great advice for people.
Thanks.
So you've been doing theater. I'm going to back up and I asked you why you do theater. Where were you born?
I was born in Roseville, California, Sacramento. Yeah,
nice.
Right near Sacramento.
Well, we're going to hear the rest of that story when we come back from the break. Thank you for watching. Welcome back to Culture Shock. My name is Julian, and I'm here once again with my host, Brennan Benoit. How's it going?
It's going.
We had a good bit of messages there.
Yes.
So, Brennan, we were talking about you were born originally in Roseville, California, which is a little north of Sacramento, you said.
Yes.
But you mentioned to me before that you were doing something in Orlando?
I did.
The Florida Orlando.
Florida, yes. I did a Disney college program, so I worked at Disney World in Florida.
What does a Disney college program entail?
Disney College Program is an internship to work for the company of Disney. And you take classes through them to learn more about the company itself and how you can build your resume within the company.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you work for Disney still now here.
I do. I actually moved back and I did another program through Disneyland in Anaheim, and now I'm out of the program, but I still work there. Yes.
And that's where you work right now.
I do.
Nice.
Yes. Yes. I work in attractions there. Yeah. Come visit.
Maintaining the bright and smiley demeanor.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, so I want to try something a little different with you, Brendan. I want to go speed round. See how we can go. So you mentioned before the camera started rolling that you did comedy.
Comedy sports.
Comedy sports,
yeah.
Right. So first rule of improv is.
Oh no, you're doing this? Okay.
Yeah.
What are we doing? I don't even know. See, okay. First rule. You just.
I believe it's the yes and.
Oh yes.
Rule.
Yes and.
Yes, and you found it eventually.
Yep. Yes, and I did.
Okay. Yes, and next question. Favorite musical artist at the moment?
John Bellion.
Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of music does
He's
John Bellion make?
More hip hop and rock put together. It's a weird combo. He raps and he sings and
nice.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Love him. That's cool.
Favorite play at the moment?
Ooh, Legally Blonde, the musical.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that. Is it fun?
Really good. Have you seen the movie?
I have, of course.
It's like that on
on theater steroids, of course.
Yes.
Okay. Second favorite musical artist, I suppose.
Oh, Justin Timberlake.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. What era? What album?
Ooh, his first solo album, Justified.
Oh, nice.
It's a good one.
Okay.
Yeah.
These musical artists, do you strive to emulate them?
Very
How
much
do they
so,
influence
for
you?
sure. I just like, I don't know, like the way they carry themselves. Their songwriting in general is really cool. I don't know. I think they sing about real life situations, which I try to put in my own music as well. And it's just relatable. I think when you relate to something, then you that's why we have our favorites and stuff.
Right.
So.
I know with Justin Timberlake especially, he's a very charismatic individual.
Yes.
What do you think is at the root of being the kind of artist, being the kind of performer that people are interested in?
Ooh. I mean, like I said, just being relatable. Like
relatable.
It's not about being like I don't tend to follow artists who are not impersonable or like, you know, like they're like untouchable. Like, you know, so it's like, I think when they're relatable to the person, then they're just like, if they make them feel like, oh, I'm, you know, I'm just like that, I can do that also, then that's what draws me to an artist.
Nice. So if, I'm just some, you know, probably middle schooler moving to high school kid, and I want to do theater. What kind of advice do you have for me?
I say to go for it. That's so vague, but I mean, it's so, I think my biggest struggle was I grew up doing football and track, and my biggest fear was like, oh my gosh, am I going to lose these friends from sports going into theater? And luckily I didn't, but I, you know, was very insecure, I would say, in that sense. And I think just to go into it, like, do what you love.
Just
do
it.
Don't be afraid to do what you love.
Nice. So one last, you know, real quick question. What's the value of storytelling? What's the value of storytelling?
Just, you know, be real, be authentic, do, you know, what's going on in the world, be relatable, you know, that'll draw people in.
Well, you heard it here, these wise words from Brennan Benoit. Bonus question. You mentioned that you don't drink coffee, even though you're from the birthplace of the whole Starbucks coffee area.
I know. I don't. I'm sorry.
You don't drink tea either.
I don't.
So what do you do?
I drink water.